Johnny, Jed listed a long list of things that you guys worked on defensively, a lot of fundamental type stuff. What were the goals that you were hoping to achieve over the bye week?
Well, just go back to the fundamentals, tackling, technique stuff up front, and then obviously the discipline eyes that we need to have on, with our linebackers and everybody in every position. So that was the main focus last week.
Jed said that a lot of teams have been running counter running plays against you guys. Why would they do that? What's the advantage?
I think that's every year you have a play of the year, and I think this year that's the play that everybody's running as a counter. The OT counter, which is a tackle and guard. Usually you used to see the guard tight end, so those are the more, I'm seeing that more and more this season in our conference.
What is the advantage of that play?
Just make sure we're fitted up right. People are misfitting. We got to do a great job and make sure we're frictioning the tackle so we're not climbing to the linebackers, and that's something that we've been working on all week.
Brennan, USC is tied for second in the country in interceptions. They take the ball away a lot.
They do a great job of that, yeah.
Through the air, what do you have required to get that?
They're doing a good job of disrupting the throwing lanes. The balls are getting tipped and batted, and the guys are making great plays. On those balls up in the air, tips and those, you got to get those. And they've just done a good job in their coverage. They're sitting back and in their zone, and if you make mistakes and balls get floated or fluttered, they got great opportunities to pick the ball off. So we should be really smart where we're going with the ball. I think we got a good plan in place, and hopefully we can execute.
Johnny, why do you think there are so many high-scoring offenses in college football?
There's a lot of good coaches out there, and obviously, the system, and you look at the quarterbacks, and we have played, they either had a relationship with the coach before and understand how the system work, so that's why you're seeing more and more. It's all over. I mean, every week is something different, you know what I mean? You look at Alabama, for example, Tennessee, high scores all over the country this year. It's an offensive league that we're playing in now.
Brendan, do you think that's cyclical, that it's just gone this way and it'll come back that way?
It could. It would kind of be fun to see that go back to some low-scoring games. The fans wouldn't like that, but no, it could be, or could be the way of the way of the world nowadays. I remember going back to the USC days, that we weren't in shotgun back in 2000, whenever that was. So, except for a handful of third downs, now it's it's based way you play offense. So maybe somebody will revert back. There's a good advantage to being in the if you're spread out offense, and you just put the ball in the perimeter a bunch. You need to recruit great linemen. You can get away with it for a little while, and you can kind of balance it out. So that's kind of where the starting point I think is, and then you build from there.
We always say regarding football that it starts up front. Johnny, what would you like to see out of the defensive line over these last 5 games that maybe you haven't seen consistently?
Our pad level's got to be better. We got to get off the blocks and make plays, and then we just got to make sure we're maintaining gap sound. I mean, that's the biggest challenge is win our one-on-one battles up front, and help the linebackers and everybody else with the fits.
Brendan, are you seeing anything with Peyton that's leading to him having a lot of hurries or pressures against him this year, or is that more the schemes that you're facing?
I think the last 2 weeks he's gone up against the best group of guys that he's seen all year. The Oregon and the Washington groups. Those guys are pretty talented. I think Washington was running 4 deep with guys that can all play. They're all kind of NFL prospects. Oregon had a couple of good guys up front. They're going to win sometimes, and we got to do our best to just limit that and not create any problems for the quarterback and give him clean pockets and do all that. But he's had some good competition, and he's battled all the way through. His production's still good, but there's still some there's some glaring issues that show up every once in a while.
And in a case like that, is it a matter of maybe keeping a tight end in on that side for extra help?
Well, we tried that in the last drive right there, and that didn't work out very well. We wound up getting sacked on that play. So at times, there's ways you can do it, ways you can handle it, and slide the protection. You can pull a guard, and but chipping with the backs and tight ends, that's the answer too.
Go back to the last game, Johnny, for Jacob Mann. when you got a chance to look, you had a couple tackles for losses. How big is that in the linebacking room, and how can you guys build on that?
Oh, that's something to build on. You know, he's just like I told you. He's got a knack for the ball. He understands what his fits at. The more he's playing, the more experience he is with what we're trying to accomplish out there, and it was good to see.
Is that something an emphasis for the linebackers going forward if you want to keep attacking and picking up?
And there's no doubt. We like when you see us on film. I want you to see that we're running through gaps and look like we're pressuring people. But really, it's just our fits are being disciplined with it, and they understand what they need to be.
DJ Warnell also made his first career start. Can you just talk about his performance against Washington?
He did well. He did some good things to build on, and we're looking forward to moving forward and trying to get some more production out of him. He's one of those guys. He's got a high football IQ and understand what we're trying to do.
And then Jen mentioned that Ephesians really stood out in practice the last couple of weeks. Can you just talk about the progress that he's made?
Oh, he's just took a big step, in the last couple of weeks. So we're going to try to get him in the game this week and help out, in any way he can. And so we're counting on him to have a big role moving forward.
Can you talk a little bit about USC's offense, what you've seen so far in this version of the Trojans?
Speed, and they got experienced quarterback. He makes it's hard to bring him down, and he makes a lot of, plays happen, when he's out of the pocket. But he's got a lot of weapons around him, so we got to do a great job of having a great plan and trying to maintain their speed.
How much has Hunter Echols grown as a person since you first switched from USC to now?
A lot, he was a kid that, when he first got there, I think, he was looking to have a good time, and now he's really, calmed down and focused on what needs to be done. And, I'm happy that he graduated from USC and moved over here, and he's very productive since he's been here, and his leadership has been outstanding.
So both of you have coached at USC at one point in your coaching career. How do you look back on that chapter of your life?
It was a lot of great memories. It's a great place to work for. Great program. The expectations unreal. I had won the Rose Bowl there and won the Pac-12 championship. So coached a lot of great players, and that's what it stands out.
Yeah, it was a great experience. I went back there a couple of years back in between jobs, and they had a lot of nice new facilities in there. I remember being down there in the bowels of Heritage Hall, sharing that one shower down there. But it was they've made a lot of improvements there, and it's a historic place.
I think you guys have had the same starting offensive line every game so far. Do you think that streak is going to be able to remain intact?
It's a possibility. JD's doing a great job with his rehab, trying to get back. He's doing everything right. A great bye week in terms of rehab. Great mentality about it. So we're going to do everything we can to get him ready for game time.
Is that a game time decision?
Yes, it'll probably be that. It'll probably be, see how it develops. He's running, which is great, and then we'll see how much individual we can get him and see if we can get him ramped up, ready to rock.
And it'd be Sam if he weren't able to go?
Correct.
Johnny, how do you take the ball away from a team that's turned it over only one time in 7 years?
Just keep working at it. Keep, show our guys, who the guys are there. Having bad ball security, and it's just keep, it's a mindset of trying to get after the football, and that's what we've been preaching to our kids all week.
How was off week as far as recruiting conversation? What was the feedback that you guys when you're on the road?
It's been positive,
really positive, yeah.
A lot of people are looking at the program. It's not where we want them to be right now, but a lot of positive things in how the program is turning and how coaches going about it, recruiting the right kids in the program to try to get things turned around.
And which coaches went to Hawaii?
It
wasn't us. I was driving down the 405, down to all these freeways all over in LA.
Not you, wasn't me. You didn't go.
No, I didn't go.
Road warriors.
Enjoy that part, reconnecting on the high school campus.
Oh yeah. It's relationships. You know what I mean? And going there and see what they have and see some of the kids and then try to sell the program, which is outstanding. The brand that we have and where the program is at. The belief that you have in turning things around. That's the fun part because people from outside are telling us, man, you guys are doing a great job there. But for us coaches, it's not where we wanted to be right now, but, at least from outside, people are very positive on what we're doing here.
Yeah, there's been great feedback throughout the high school coaches, guys just understanding, it's going to take a minute to get this thing where we want it. But they all know that it's changed and it's going in the right direction. So that's good that we're getting that feedback.
And then what does it say about the players themselves or the program that you have 2 guys on the Wildcats watch list?
I mean, it's kind of the plan. We were trying to be an explosive offense, and we got the guys in here to do it. Not just the receivers, but the quarterback, and making improvements on the offensive line and running back room and the tight end room, and when we all work together, those things can and should happen. So are we surprised by it? No, I mean pleasantly, but it's kind of what we were hoping we could do.
Sure. Jonah Coleman and DJ Williams took all the running back carries against Washington. How did you assess their performance?
They did good. I think we, as the offensive line, could have done a better job of, creating a little bit more space for those guys. They ran hard. DJ and Jonah, they give you an attitude. When you hand them the ball, they're tough and physical. They get the sidelines going. DJ had to run on the sidelines that just lit up the whole. There's only a couple hundred of us there, and the sideline was rocking. When he gets running. So we love having that attitude, having that style. So we'll just keep encouraging those guys and keep developing them.
What do you make of this for you? What do you make of the way that Lincoln Riley and staff were able to kind of make over that team in one offseason with just bringing in so many guys from the portal? I guess it's just kind of a product of modern college football.
Yeah, a little bit of that. You couldn't have done this. I don't know. Whenever the portal started, I was non-portalized when I got done with college last time. It's the landscape, but it keeps it exciting. Your team could be a year away. So, we feel like once we got here and got our feet on the ground here, we were able to make some improvements too, and hopefully we can just keep doing that year after year and see what happens.
For both coaches, how do you treat homecoming? A lot of alumni, a lot of players coming back. Gronk will be here.
Gronk's coming?
Yeah. Vance Johnson.
Vance is great, yeah.
Motivate the team and get them up for this game.
I think it'll be exciting for those guys. When he was here, came back for spring ball, it was a big deal. It'll be a big deal again whenever Gronk's on campus. People show up for whatever reason. The guy's a great ambassador for us. He's embraced, what we've done, what we tried to do. So it'll be a blast to have him around. He'll bring great energy like he always does, and we're just lucky to have him.
It's USC week. If you're not fired up for it, I don't know what else to tell you, man. I mean, I'm fired up for it. I know our kids are looking forward to it. I know it's homecoming, so it's going to be a fun atmosphere, so we're looking forward to it.